What's going on, people? It's your boy, brasstax in this bitch. You already know. You already know. It's December. Hope everyone's having a fantastic time. Hope you guys are going to get all the gifts you want, all the panties dropping. Red panty nights and Christmas time is always a good thing. Dress up as naughty Santa. Have a go say on your lap. Guess what? Fun Christmas come early for everyone, if you get what I'm saying. But anyway, Rambo Last Blood. I went to go watch this in the theater. Can I just stop for a second? There's one dude who commented on a review a couple of reviews ago, like, you're British. Why are you catering to the Yanks? His words, not mine. Listen, bitch. You need to understand something. My demographic is mostly Americans, right? And I'm not selling out. I'm simply using terminology which is universal. You're not going to hear me say tomato. It's still a tomato to me in this bitch. But theatre makes sense. So fuck yourself. Anyway, I went to the theatre to watch this. I wasn't excited about it. It wasn't something that really appealed to me. I didn't think it could offer anything new. But goddamn, I had a great time. Good movie, good old school 80s movie. Doesn't reinvent the genre. You're not going to see anything new here. But what you are going to see is a third act of ultra violence. That's what we love. That's what we need. Long story short, Rambo too old for this shit. He was too old for this shit a movie ago. Okay, the last movie, which I do feel, what was it called? John Rambo. The last movie I think was slightly better. I think I preferred the final act of the last movie to this one, to the previous movie to this one. That was a bit more vicious. What was it, like a Gatling gun? The shit Rambo did with the Gatling gun in the last one was crazy. Now, although this is also ultra violent and it is extremely satisfying, I still prefer the one before. Good movie. Rambo kind of got himself a family. Shit hits the fan. Revenge. That's pretty much it. That's the whole story. Okay, it's no spoilers in there. If you've seen the trailer, you can probably figure out where this is gonna go. You see Rambo chilling, washing his Rambo Commando Army knife. Last thing you want to do is piss this guy off. Basically, it's a Mexican gang. You know, SJWs lost their mind when this came out. Yeah, SJWs were like, oh my God, you're betraying Mexicans in the bad way. You know who didn't give a shit? The motherfucking Mexicans. I'm sick and tired of people complaining about shit which really has nothing to do with them. Yeah? I saw a girl the other day saying to another girl, a white girl, wearing some nice Asian clothing, hey, you can't wear the Asian clothing. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm Asian. It's cool with me. Mind your own motherfucking business. Go bake a turkey in this bitch. Anyway, sorry, I'm heated about this shit. But yeah, it's a bit of a slow burn, but you do feel, I mean, does this guy just have the worst luck in the world or what? God damn. But I do think that this should be the last one. I think it was a good movie, but it wasn't necessary. I thought the last one was pretty good. I think they could have ended it on that. I think they've done one too many of these, but ultra violence, that good old 80s feel. And if you like it, then you'll love this. That last act though, Jesus Christ. Shit gets crazy. We're talking body parts, we're talking dicks flying in the air, we're talking collarbones being ripped off, we're talking a lot of crime. We're talking a lot of detachment. You heard my thoughts on the movie. You want to hear about the transfer. So let's get down to it. You got the black bars shot in 5K, digital intermediate 4K, Dolby Atmos sound, HDR, Dolby Vision. Let's get the bullshit out of the way. This is a reference quality transfer. God damn. Do you know what? I went back to the beginning to make sure that this wasn't a Sony release. It looks that good. 3-dimensional pop. Gorgeous. Sylvester Stallone, Jesus Christ, I don't know whether they aged him for this or he really that old, but holy shit. seeing lines, wrinkles, individual hair strands, little fur off his shirt, the sheen against the knife, little patterns that you're just not gonna see on the 1080p. He's got a nice house in the middle of a corn. Is it a field, cornfield, whatever it is? Looks amazing. Individual blades of grass, individual corn strands. The clouds have definition. The 1080p ain't gonna pick up. I ain't gonna lie to you. You see the pupils of Stallone's eyes. You're looking into the pupils saying shit. Like, I can see the iris. I can see the little patterns he's got going on in that bitch. Shit looks crazy. Ultra crisp. Ultra 3-dimensional. Great depth. Great black levels. Great textures. Gosh, that last act looks even more... Sorry, I'm just having a little bit of the bubbly. The last act, just crazy. When something is clear, when it's sharp, when it's ultra detailed, it looks A1. You're seeing a very visceral image here. Hey, you know what a HDR is like? Basically, you John Rambo and you out with your girl. Yeah, you go to a nightclub, right? Some dude slaps your girl's ass. You like, motherfucker, wait there. You go to your car, pull out your Rambo knife and your hunting apparel, right? You go back into the club, right? You're making little booby traps everywhere because this fucker's got friends, right? And then you say, hey, come upstairs. And they come upstairs and one by one, they get decapitated, impaled, they get fucked up. That's what the HDR is like. No one's slapping your ass anymore with no hands, are they? Shit. HDR is great, vibrant, but not too overly saturated. Explosions will blind you. The blood, oh, the blood. Looking like dark red wine in this bitch. Shiny, sticky, crazy, bringing out the sadist in you. It's that realistic, people. The nightlife looks really good. Black levels are dark and inky. Also, a lot of stuff that happens in Mexico, you've got a clash of light and darkness, ambient lighting, road lighting, you're getting certain areas of cities which are lit up, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Dolby Vision takes that up another notch. Extra nuance in skin tones, textures, and lighting, but nothing groundbreaking in that sense. HDR looks fantastic. Is it a panty dropper? I wouldn't say it is, but it looks damn good. Damn good. It's not that kind of movie. It's not an overly colourful movie. There's a lot of sepia tones in this, but for the most part, HDR is very appreciable. The lighting is very good. The speculars are great. It's a great looking disc, people. If Rambo killing a lot of people in 4K HDR doesn't do it for your girl, you tell your girl to sit on the woofer and see what happens. You know what's gonna happen? This movie is like a R-rated Home Alone in a lot of ways, right? Her coochie on the woofer is gonna feel like she's been booby trapped. That is a great thing because you've got atmosphere, especially in the last act, you got gunfire. You got atmospheric sound, there's shit going on in the caves, you hear echoes. It's like a club environment, but you're outside in the city and you always hear a vibe, an underbelly of music. And you hear that through the woofer. Vibrations, coochie's gonna go bananas. Could turn her into a squirter, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a scene where you've got Rambo with a hammer. You can only imagine what's gonna happen. The thump that sound makes. The thump as that hammer, the head of that hammer hits skull, you feel through the Atmos sound. When you're looking at city shots, and when you got the film's climax, which is in the cave, you hear little subtle sounds all around you. Up above, down below, left to right, great surround sound. It's not a reference track, but it's something that fits very well with this kind of movie. And there you have it, people. Rambo Last Blood. It better be the last blood. I don't want to see another Rambo movie. I don't want to see another Rocky movie. Okay? Enough's enough. Just stop. The movie itself, I give a 7. Some of you will give it an 8. Some of you will enjoy it more than I did. Doesn't offer anything new, but you will appreciate it if you are a fan of the Rambo movies. As far as the transfer goes, I give the transfer a 9.1, maybe even a 9.2. The sound, I'll give an 8.9. Great looking disc, pick it up. I'm gonna leave some Amazon links, doesn't cost you anything, but if you go through those links, Amazon send me a little kickback, which is always a good thing to support the channel. Alright guys, you take care. I'ma catch you next time. 4K Rockstar. You already know.